sector. However, we need to start by lifting each other up because we believe that we all share a common destination in seeing that these bills are enacted into the Edie Garcia Law.
Isang grupong aktor, bakit hindi kayo magsama? Sabi, breakaway group daw kayo. Can you please comment on that?
Konting konteksto lang po kung paano nabuo aktor. Nabuo po kasi aktor nung height ng pandemic, nung panahon na hindi namin alam kung anong mangyayari sa industriya, kung anong gagawin namin. Hindi lang naman sa mga issue na ganito ang layunin ng aktor sa pagbuo ng organisasyon. Meron din kaming mga layunin katulad ng pagtatayo ng mga social enterprise. So my point is, may specific needs po bawat isang grupo.
Gusto ko lamang pong ipaalam sa lahat ng ating mga panauhin na ito pong bill ito ay pinag-aralan pong mabuti ng ating chairman. Binigyan po ito ng sapat na panahon. Nagkaroon po kami ng mga consultation. Minsan po, katunayan, hindi nakasama sa budget ng Senado yung ginawa naming consultation. Sapagkat ayaw naming sabihin na kami ay personal interest. Ito po ay ginagawa namin dahil alam naman ng DOLE, mismong galing sa DOLE, na abnormal ang klase ng trabaho sa pelikula at sa telebisyon, pati na rin sa entablado. Kaya po ito pinaharap ng ating butting chairman sapagkat nagkaroon na po ng mga maraming nag-uusap ng patungkol dito. Nagkaroon na po ng maraming kasunduan pero wala pang batas na nagaganap. Kaya ito pong pag-uusap na ito, katulad po ng sinabi ng ating chairman, huli na po ito. Kaya sana, dito po sa pag-uusap na ito, mailabas na po natin lahat yung mga gusto natin, nasa damdamin natin, ilabas na po natin. Dahil sana, pagkatapos po nito, wala nang turuan, wala nang sisihan, wala nang batuhan, at maging dahilan para magkaroon ng isang boses ang industriya, hindi lamang ng pelikula, hindi lamang ng telebisyon, hindi lamang ng tablado, kundi ng buong entertainment industry. At yun po ang maging daan upang makuha din natin yung isa pang klase ng pakikibaka naman at yun naman yung patungkol sa holiday. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat po ang aming mahal na Pangulo.
Thank you, Senator Robin Hood. Anybody who wishes to make an opening statement? Mr. Dingdong Dantes.
Magandang umaga po, Chairman Estrada and the esteemed members of the committee, Senator Padilla, mga kasamahan sa industriya, magandang umaga po. Ako po si Dingdong Dantes, kasama ko po si Isang kumakatawan sa Actor, League of Filipino Actors, isa pong SEC-registered na organisasyon na binubuo ng 150 active members na kasalukuyan pong nagtatrabaho sa larangan ng pelikula, telebisyon, entablado at digital media. Gusto po namin magpasalamat na umabot na tayo ng ganito. Dito po kalayo sa panukalang ito, patunay po na talaga kapag tayo nagkakaisa, makabuluhang mga layunin ang nasasagawa. We come here today with a focused sentiment. We acknowledge the interrelated roles that each critical sector in the industry assumes. The ultimate objective is neither personal nor selfish as we stand to maximize artist productivity and overall welfare of the workers across the board. That way, from a social and economic standpoint, lahat po ng mga industry participants including workers, artists, and employer-producers stand to gain much to the satisfaction of our nation as a whole. Mga kasamahan po, as co-creators in the art of storytelling, we passionately reiterate our call for the implementation of effective and responsive labor laws and regulations. Ito pang mga measures nito are essential to ensure not only optimal performance but also to safeguard the physical and mental well-being of our dedicated workforce. The timely laws we endorse encompass contractual reliability, rationalized wages and benefits, work hazard prevention, thoughtful consideration of the work environment, and reasonable limitations po sa working hours. We have submitted po our detailed position paper, but please allow me to run down the salient points for the purpose of the discussion. Una po, regarding working hours and work and rest period, we stand united in advocating for the regulated working hours, supporting an 8 to 12-hour work period exclusive exclusive po of meal breaks, and a maximum allowable working day of 16 hours. This aligns with the Inter-Guild Alliance's proposal and excludes minors and seniors who must adhere to specific limitations. Pangalawa po, on rest periods, we concur with the proposed 10 to 12-hour rest period with a minimum of 10 hours for lock-in shoots as determined by the Tripartite Council. Thirdly, we are thankful for the strengthened inclusion of the OSH or Occupational Safety Health requirements and the need for OSH officers on set ensuring a healthy working environment. And fourthly, Actor places a strong emphasis on mitigating sexual harassment within our industry by formalizing measures in contracts to respect actors' boundaries. This includes the establishment of intimacy coordinators, strict reporting mechanisms, and clear contractual language. We also propose the creation of an easily accessible help desk to assist industry workers in addressing such issues and support the inclusion of a penal provision to enhance accountability. And lastly po, we champion performers' rights to fair remuneration, and we fully support the establishment of a tripartite council as outlined in the existing bills. This council, we believe, is pivotal in fostering collaboration and ensuring the overall well-being of workers in the industry. It also provides a platform for industry stakeholders, including workers, producers, and even government representatives to collectively address the very peculiar safety concerns, labor conditions, and industry standards. Together, we can strengthen our industry, ensuring it thrives habang pinaprioritize natin ang welfare of all those who contribute to its success. Bilang pong worker artist, wholeheartedly po united po kami in the goal to raise the quality of our industry even further, Mr. Chair. However, we need to start by lifting each other up because we believe that we all share a common destination. And with the success of the entertainment industry in mind po, we highlight the value of establishing the right standards and safeguards to govern it. And by that, we expect the delivery of captivating performances that breathe life into the stories we tell. Because in the long run po, we can also expect sustainability and growth in the industry that makes ours truly world-class. Kaya, panghuli, it is our hope for us to strike a harmonious balance between creative output and the well-being of all the performers for the growth and success of the industry and our nation's awareness. Actor po and all our stakeholders are very grateful, Mr. Chair, Mr. Senator, and honored for the opportunity to be heard in the process of developing these bills. We pledge our commitment and assistance in seeing that these bills are enacted into the Edie Garcia Law. The Edie Garcia Law would not just ensure safety in the workplace, but confer to all workers in front and behind the cameras a dignity fitting to the industry we serve, the industry where Edie Garcia spent most of his life. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. Dingdong Dantes. And that is what I mentioned during our last consultation hearing last Saturday. If we cannot get our acts together in the movie industry, we cannot achieve anything here. That is why sana magkaisa na kayo, yung mga breakaway group daw. Kasi sabi ni Madam Imelda Papin, who is the president of the CAP, bakit merong isang grupong aktor, bakit hindi kayo magsama? Sabi, breakaway group daw kayo. Can you please comment on that?
Sure.
Kayo raw ay yung mga members daw ng aktor, mga class daw, mga matataas. Yun daw mga members nila, medyo hindi masyadong sikat.
Siguro, konting konteksto lang po kung paano nabuo aktor. Nabuo po kasi yung aktor nung height ng pandemic, nung panahon na hindi namin alam kung anong mangyayari sa industriya, kung anong gagawin namin. And we just started with a small community of actors na kami nag-uusap. May mga common beliefs kami, may mga common aspirations. And in that moment, sabi namin, sige, bakit hindi natin itagawin itong grupo na to for our community who are really very active presently. Hindi lang naman sa mga issue na ganito ang layunin ng aktor sa pagbuo ng organisasyon. Meron din kaming mga layunin katulad ng pagtatayo ng mga social enterprise. So my point is may specific needs po bawat isang grupo. And yung sa amin po, yung sa grupo namin aktor with 150 members, ito po yung isang mechanism.
Members
150 po. Namin po
Compared to 1,000 plus daw sila.
Yes po.
Mm.
Pero ang gusto ko rin pong i-stress dito ay yung position po na ibinigay namin, while I agree and I believe that we should be under one industry. Lahat po iisa lang gusto natin. Whether masunod po yung position namin or not, gusto rin po namin talagang ibahagi yun dahil yun po ang feedback ng aming members. Yun po ang ginawa namin through proper consultation with them at yun po yung resulta ng mga na-experience nila currently on the ground. Dahil very peculiar po yung ating industriya, marami pong nagbabago every week, every day. Kaya ito po yung basis ng aming posisyon na ibinibigay ngayon. But of course, we agree na talagang dapat naman under one industry po tayo. Pero may iba-ibang interest din po kasi ang bawat grupo. And I also want to encourage kasi hindi lang naman po, marami pa pong grupo ang hindi organized, like the makeup artists and many different groups within the whole industry. Kagaya po ng mga exercise na ginawa namin with the IGA, na napakarami makabuluhan ng mga ideas na lumabas para sa development ng buong sector. And we are very much open to collaborate with all the existing groups, again under one intention and goal to unify and to further develop the industry and push it further.
Before you established Actor, did you reach out to the other, yung sa CAP, the guild?
Sa totoo lang po, hindi po kami aware na it was really that active in terms of addressing the current needs. Kasi parang ang mga nandun lang po ay yung existing Viber groups, wala pong means of
So walang
members.
contribution.
So hindi naman po sa ganun, pero siguro it's more of kung ano yung pangangailangan ng panahon na yun, especially during the pandemic, yun po yung hinahanap namin. Kaya rin siguro nagkaroon ng ganitong klase.
Okay, you just mentioned earlier that you established that organization during the pandemic.
Just July? June? No, May.
The height of the pandemic.
Pandemic, the height.
Tayo
Okay.
first.
Siguro mga 1 to 2 months in the...
What have you contributed to the movie workers? Did you have any project with regard to the movie workers? Wala kayong wala pa?
Mostly po sa within our community of actors po.
Within your community.
Yes
only.
po, yes po. But we are very much in collaboration with Mobile Fund. Meron po kaming mga projects with them with regards to yung mga benefits ng members ng Mobile
Yeah.
Fund. So may mga ganong partnerships din po kami na-establish. And that's why we reiterate that we are open to partnering with like-minded groups, again with the intention of unifying the industry.
Did they reach out to you? Yung CAP?
Hindi
Because
po.
according to Madam Imelda Papin, they were trying to reach out daw sa inyong group. But you
Personally, I have not received any invitation. But definitely, we are very much willing to
But do you think
talk to them.
magkakaisa kayo?
Definitely,
sa layunin natin
yun
ito.
naman po dapat.
Yeah. Direct Carlitas, you were raising your hand.
Mr. Chair. Yeah, we're really, I think regarding the concern ng Mr. Chair, your concern about yung getting the voices together. I think ako lang. I mean, I don't think we have to worry about it kasi we can all get together on things that we all agree on the bill, even if we're from different groups. And as far as kung about yung nabanggit lang about the difference of the groups, no, I will just speak for the DGPI, the origins of the DGPI. Yes, we are a breakaway group from the KDPP, which is a kapisanan ng mga direktor ng Pilipino. I'm a founding member of the breakaway group called DGPI. Yes, it is a breakaway.
When was this established?
This is 1994.
GPI 1994 pa?
Yes. And the reason is not because of it was not because matatanda na ang tagat KDPP, because I'm of the same age group as the people who are in KDPP. So matanda rin ako. The reason is because the original reason is because ang concerns principally, and I find that at least in our case, no, we wanted to focus on concerns, let's say yung mga education, concentrating on getting, like mga certain issues that affect the art and craft of filmmaking, such as mga censorship, mga ganong issues. The Directors Guild at that time, basically, the main concern was welfare issues. And I find, ako personally, I'm not speaking for the DGPI at this point, I just want to make it clear. I think just for this statement, I think that's basically the divide sa tingin ko lang, is that ang FAP is concerned principally about welfare issues, which is great. Now, moving welfare issues, we are also concerned about that. But we're concerned about things other than welfare issues. Yung education, parang development, pushing films, Philippine films locally and abroad. So there are a lot of things that we're concerned with na are not really, which I feel that, I could be wrong, but I feel that are not the priorities of FAP. So that's why may divide na ganon between the GP. But we are ready to work with FAP, and we can align and definitely come together on things that we agree on, kahit na we're from different groups. We have I would like to think that we have that mutual respect. But it's not about because matatanda na yung mga taga-FAP. Hindi po yun. Hindi ko alam kung saan ang galing yun. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Litas. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the late Res Cortez. Patricia.
Thank you, Chair. I would just like to address also the concern of Mr. Morfe. We do believe that the several guilds that we have under IGA and also under FAP can coexist. We believe that the workers should have the freedom to organize themselves as they see fit, as long as, they find the group that they feel aligns with their beliefs. To provide context also, the IGA was actually formed during the height of the pandemic along with everyone else here. We partnered with PMPPA at that time as well in terms of crafting the protocols, what we believe should be the COVID protocols for the industry working during the time of the pandemic. And I would say that's how we came to life as an umbrella organization of these 14 groups. And to assure also Mr. Morfe, we are willing to align with you on any other concerns or issues for the industry. So we could have a unified industry altogether. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, umpisa na natin yung mga question and answer. Okay, we had two informal discussions and consultations 2 weeks ago and last week. Yes, Ms. Villanueva.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. I'm Kitty Villanueva from the Theater Actors Guild. Nakapag-present na po ako ng position paper namin last hearing.
Theater and Actors.
Theater Actors Guild, sir. Opo. On the topic of joining forces and yung recognize na meron pa pong mga unorganized groups sa industry natin, I would like to read the position paper galing po sa isang grupo ng mga workers from the film and television industry. Hindi pa po sila SEC-registered, pero pakiramdam ko po, importante pong marinig yung kanilang gustong sabihin. Okay po, sir. Basahin ko po.
Is that how many pages?
Bibilisan ko po, sir. Mga 2 and 1/3.
Single line?
Okay, sir. Okay, posisyong papel para sa inihahatag na panukalang batas para sa mga manggagawa ng entertainment industry. Ipinapaabot ng mga manggagawa sa entertainment industry, pangunahin mga manggagawa sa mga produksyon sa telebisyon at pelikula, ang pagbati sa mga senador at mambabatas sa paghahapag ng mga isyong kinahaharap namin. Ipinapaabot namin ang taus-pusong pasasalamat sa mga bumuo ng panukalang batas na pinamagatang an act protecting the welfare of workers or independent contractors in the film, television, and radio entertainment industry. Kasama na rin ang iba pang mga bersyon nito na pinaniniwalaan naming magiging susi sa tuloy-tuloy na pagpapasa ng mga batas na magbibigay proteksyon sa aming mga karapatan at kagalingan. Ang mga manggagawa sa telebisyon at pelikula na pangunahing nakasalang sa pinakamahihirap na mga trabaho upang maghatid ng mataas na kalidad na mga produksyon para sa promosyon ng ating lokal na sining at kultura. Kami ay mga gaffer, electrician, lightsmen, cameraman, mga karaniwang crew at staff, department, setmen, utility, drivers, at iba pa na nasa likod ng mga produksyon. Marami sa amin ay hapong-hapo sa mahigit 24 oras na pagtatrabaho sa tuwing mayroong produksyon. Marami din sa amin, sa kabila ng napakahihirap na kalagayan sa trabaho, ay tumatanggap ng sahod na napakababa kumpara sa oras na aming inilalaan sa pagtatrabaho. Sa kabuuan, ang nakikita namin pinakamalaking usapin sa kinahaharap ng mga manggagawa sa entertainment industry ay ang kawalan ng sustenibong trabaho. Halos lahat, kung hindi man lahat, ay di-regular ang trabaho at laging may panganib na mawala ng hanap buhay sa kabila ng napakalaking papel namin sa promosyon at papalaganap ng lokal na kulturang Pilipino sa pamamagitan ng mga produksyon ng mga pelikula at palabas sa telebisyon. Madaling akalain na mataas ang sahod dahil aabot sa 1,000 hanggang 3,000 kada araw ang kinikita. Ngunit sa kabilang banda, nasa 3 hanggang 4 na araw kada linggo lamang ang trabaho, na ang katangian ay mahahabang oras ng trabaho na umaabot ng 60 hanggang 24 oras o higit pa bawat araw. Narito pa ang ilang mga punto para mas mailarawan namin ang aming mga kalagayan. 1. Mapanganib na katangian ng pagtatrabaho tulad ng pagbubuhat at operate ng mabibigat na mga equipment para sa set, exposure sa mga high voltage na wires at generators, exposure sa mga hazardous materials na kailangan sa set, na sa kabila nito ay walang hazard pay ang mga staff na nakatoka sa mga ito. Pangalawa, ang freelance na katawagan ay nagpapalabnaw sa relasyong employee-employer. Sa madaling sabi, maliban pa sa kawalan ng katiyakan sa trabaho, hindi rin malinaw ang mga pananagutan dahil hindi definido kung sino ba ang mayor na employer ng mga manggagawa. Pangatlo, samot-saring mga problema sa payslip, kawalan ng overtime at night differential pay. Pang-apat, kawalan ng mga pangunahing serbisyo tulad ng SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth at iba pa. Pang-lima, diskriminasyon sa iba't ibang antas tulad ng verbal abuse sa mga low-level employees, sa mga kababaihan at LGBTQIA+, at iba pang forma ng abuso. Hinihiling namin na mas maging malinaw ang definisyon ng employer o principal dahil ito ang pangunahing magtatakda ng mas malinaw na pananagutan sa bawat partido. Sa Section 4 ng Definition of Terms, nakikita namin hindi ito malinaw na nakasaad. Sa kabuuan, ang employer o principal ay ang management ng production house at suppliers na siyang pangunahing nag-hire at nagpapasahod sa mga manggagawa kung kaya't nasa kanila rin ang pananagutan na pinalagaan ang kapakanan ng mga manggagawa tulad ng pagpapasahod ng tama, pagtitiyak ng makataong workplace, at pagtitiyak ng mga serbisyo at benepisyo. Ang mga employee naman, o sa madaling sabi, ay mga stakeholders ng panukalang batas ay ang mga sumusunod: directors, assistant directors, cinematographers, cameramen and camera operators, assistant cameramen, focus pullers, DIT, script continuity, production designers, setmen and carpenters, art department, art director, drivers, hair and makeup, prosthetics, wardrobe, production assistants, writers, stuntmen, actors and background actors, medics, light crew, gaffers, key grip, editors, colorists, sound recordists, sound designers, boom operators, security officers, utilities, location managers, at lahat ng mga manual laborers at iba pang mga pinapasahod ng mga production houses at suppliers. Ang inisyatiba namin na magpasa ng position paper ay nasa diwa ng pagmamagandang loob at pakikipagtulungan sa lahat ng mga grupo at individual dahil nais naming pagandahin ang kalagayan sa paggawa upang mas makapaghatid ng magagandang palabas at produksyon. Umaasa kaming ang lahat ng mga pagsisikap na ito ay magsisilbi sa interes ng mga manggagawa. Malaking bagay ito hindi lamang para sa aming kapakanan, kundi sa kapakanan ng aming mga pamilya. Ang aming trabaho ay naging malaking parte na ng buhay namin dahil dito napaaral namin ang aming mga anak, natustusan ng arawang gasto sa bahay at iba pa. Gagawin namin ang lahat ng aming makakaya sa pangunahin ang maging magbunga ito para sa kapakanan ng mga manggagawa at para sa promosyon ng sining at kultura ng ating bansa. Yun lamang, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, maraming salamat, Madam Miss Villanueva. Doon sa binanggit mo kanina sa number 3, samot-saring mga problema sa payslip, kawalan overtime at night differential pay. So, itong mga grupo hindi sila binabayaran overtime, tsaka, ito yung pagkakaintindi ko, correct?
Apa, sir. Hindi pa.
Kawalan ng mga pangunahing serbisyo tulad ng SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, at iba pa. Paano mo mabibigyan ng SSS o Pag-ibig o PhilHealth itong mga taong nabanggit mo hindi naman sila nakakontrata? So how do you do that?
Pakiramdam ko yun din po, sir. Sana yung gusto po nilang mapag-usapan po
Kasi
dito.
usually based from experience, yung mga crew minsan nasa production ni Robin, minsan nasa production ko, paano mo mabibigyan ng minsan naglalagari sila. Pag kunwari, isang araw sa akin, tapos lilipat sila sa shooting ni Robin, doon din ulit sila magtatrabaho. So, walang definite na trabaho. Di ba? Kumbaga, naglalagari sila. So, paano mo mabibigyan ng can you apprise or can you educate this committee kung paano natin mabibigyan yung mga SSS, PhilHealth, itong mga ganito klaseng nagtatrabaho?
I wish I could answer, sir, in a more informed manner. Pero po, sir, ang nakikita ko pong gusto po nilang mapag-usapan po talaga kasi meron po sa kanilang ilang taon na po nagtatrabaho sa mga kumpanya o mga production houses or mga network, pero hindi po sila nagiging regular. Kaya yun nga po. Hindi po
These are not regular employees.
O nga po. Pero meron po talaga sa kanilang more than 10 years, more than 20
Alright.
years na pong...
Do we have any representative from the SSS or PhilHealth here? SSS? Okay, can you please state for the record the options for the field workers to become members of SSS?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honors, good morning. Such workers mentioned by Ms. Villanueva are considered self-employed because they are working, earning income, but do not have an employer. So bilang self-employed, kailangan po sana mag-register sila sa SSS bilang self-employed at maghulog ng contributions to SSS bilang self-employed. That's why in our submissions, Mr. Chair, Your Honors, is to add sana a specific provision requiring such workers or independent contractors to register with SSS first before they are engaged by the employer, principal, or producer. Both SSS and the employer, principal, producer, and the self-employed person himself or herself has a role po, Mr. Chair, Your Honors, in registering with SSS and paying contributions accordingly, Mr. Chair.
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Luz Templo Nuevo, magaling talaga si Dingdong not only as an actor. He is intelligent, highly educated, articulate, etc. Pahayag naman ni Dennis D. Los Santos, malaki din naman ang bag na buwis ng mga artista at mga manggagawa nito. Bakit di lagyan ng proteksyon? At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si Noslen Soriano, bakit sila ang mag-educate sa inyo? Kayo dapat mga senador ang gumawa ng paraan sa ikabubuti nila. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.